First thing first, I love trekking in autumn. In fact, if you'll notice, all the explorations that I have done in the recent years are all done in autumn. And you'll wonder why autumn? Because autumn is the time when you get the best views, straight away. And you get the best weather. The monsoon is behind you, the winter is not there yet, so you get the best weather. And there is a certain chill in the air which brings out the best colors also of the land. So that's why autumn is my favorite season to trek. So when you have asked me to choose the best treks in autumn and which I would like to do, look, we have 23 treks in autumn. And then you're asking me to choose out of this. So I'm going to choose the ones which I would do. Now you may not agree with my list. These may not be your favorite treks, but these are my favorite treks for autumn. I have divided this list into two. One is the big treks. Big treks are the adventure treks, the moderate, the difficult trek, moderate difficult to difficult trek. These requires preparation, and I wouldn't recommend this for anybody who's starting out for the Himalayan treks for the first time. But these are big treks, and big treks have to be done in autumn. There is absolutely no other season to do it. Autumn is one of those two seasons where you can do it, summer or autumn, and autumn is the one which now faces our trekkers. So which one are the ones which I would do? The first one, Rupin Pass. And immediately people will ask me, why not Buran Ghati? If you ask me between two treks to choose, Rupin Pass or Buran Ghati, in autumn I would choose Rupin Pass. Sheer variety, sheer adventure that you get, more than Buran Ghati in autumn. Not any other season, but in autumn, Rupin Pass. The next one is Kedartal. Again, same region, you have Gomukh Tapovan. Will you choose Gomukh Tapovan or Kedartal? Again, Kedartal, big adventure. It's the grandest mountain views that you get to see. All those 6,000, 7,000 meter mountains right under your nose. So Kedartal, obviously. Then moving east, Goechala. This is the season to do the Goechala trek, especially again big mountain views, the clear sharp views, Kanchenjunga, Mount Pandim, and Kabru Dome, and all the Kumakan, all those ranges that you get to see. You'll only get to see in autumn in such clarity, but more than that, the trek itself is glorious. So Goechala in the east. Two treks I'm going to choose which are not in India, but autumn is the time to do it. The classic route to the Everest base camp, EBC, autumn. I think of all the seasons, if people want to do the EBC trek, choose autumn. Choose autumn over summer, because you are doing the EBC trek for the views, and you get the mountain views in autumn, the grandest of show of mountain views which you can see in the world. I'm not even saying in India or Nepal. EBC. And similarly the Khopra Ridge. That's also near the Annapurna range. You get to see 23 big summits, but Dhaulagiri is right there on your face. Dhaulagiri and at least 15 others, big summit. Macharapuche is again very prominent over there. Annapurna obviously you're going to see. So all of these big mountains. So Khopra Ridge again is another great trek. They're not in a country, but I think of all the the difficult treks, or I would say that big treks that you can do in autumn, these are the 5. But then not everybody is tuned for big treks. There are people like us who would prefer to do treks for the eyes. And autumn is a treat for the eyes. More than summer, more than any other season, autumn is the treat for the eyes because of the colors that you get to see. What beautiful colors. Only in autumn you're going to get it, and you must make the most out of it. So I've chosen 5 which I would do. You may not agree with it, but here it is. First one, Surya top. You would ask me, Daira Bugyal is next to Surya top. Why not Daira Bugyal? If you do Surya top, you get the best of Daira Bugyal and the summit climb of Surya top, and you get to do a circuitous trek which gives you the grandest view of the Gangotri ranges, the Bandar Pooch, plus the beauty of the Bugyals that you get to see the meadows of both Daira and Surya. So that's why Surya top over Daira Bugyal, I would put that. The next one is Ali Bedni Bugyal. Again, Ali Bedni Bugyal it's actually not a meadows trek. It's a trek to see again grand sceneries, one of the oldest oak forests, one of the best meadows of our country, absolutely golden colors are blooming of the meadows when the sunlight hits you. It's such fascinating angle. No other trek you will get the sunlight hitting in such fascinating colors as you will see Ali Bedni Bugyal in autumn. In fact, many of your calendar photos of Ali Bedni Bugyal are from the autumn. That's why the colors are so rich and vivid. Out and out, one of my favorite treks to do in this region. And then of course Mount Trishul and Mount Nandaghunti jutting out of the meadows. You can't beat that sight. Then the third one, Ranthan Kharak. It's a summit climb in autumn. It stops becoming the rhododendron treks, which is it is known for in March, April. Now it is one of the best summit climb for beginners. And I know beginners love to do summit climb and feel that accomplishment, the rush of going to a summit and then taking in this mountain views that you get. The mountain views are Kumaon region. So you have the great mountains of Mount Nanda Devi, Sunanda Devi, Nanda Kot, and then the Panchachuli range on the other side. I mean, astounding. The clearings are alive with birds and the wildlife that you get to see. Again, a rare trek. Not many people do it. So Ranthan Kharak definitely is in my list. And then the classic Har Ki Dun trek. I was debating whether to put this or no, but then classic is classic. You cannot really do away with it. A great valley trek, the culture is superb, and in autumn the colors are just vivid over there. I could have chosen the Khopra Ridge over there in the same region, and the Kedartal in the same region, but amongst the three, if you ask me which one would I choose, I would take Har Ki Dun over those two, because it comes alive more, and the adventure and the thrill and the views that you get from the trek, I think it is a shade more than the other two. So Har Ki Dun over there. And finally, this is the time to take the Central Indian treks, the Pench Tiger Trek in Central Indian forest. You have heard of the famous tigers of our country. India is a tiger country, the only country in the world with tigers, and you're trekking right in the heart of it. You will be surrounded by the omnipresence of wildlife, and this is the season when these treks open up. So definitely Pench Tiger Trail to do in autumn. So these were my 5 for the ice, and I've already told you the 5 ones for the big treks. So that's my list for this autumn.